Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Mashanya here, your guide on this writer's journey, visiting you once again with just a little video explaining to you what are the steps of our writing journey and how does that translate to the work products we're going to have to produce. You saw in our previous video, if you watched our walkthrough of the roadmap, you saw that there were these steps in each of these units that we'll be conquering as we walk through this writer's journey. Each step corresponds with a document for that mini unit or that cycle of our journey. So, for example, our first step is called The Journey Begins. And when you get into class on that first day, you will have loaded up on your Google Classroom a HyperDoc or a Google Doc called The Journey Begins. And this will be your first step that you'll need to conquer, that you'll need to walk through, that you'll need to cover in our writer's journey. You notice on these step documents that there are various activities that you're going to work on in class and outside of class to move further on in our writer's journey. You'll notice that each of these step documents are going to start with a right now. When you walk in, you'll open up that document and you will begin the right now. You guessed it, right now. It'll be a question, a prompt, something to think about to get you writing. If writing is a muscle, then we need to build some muscle memory and get ourselves writing every day. So you'll see a space right here. You can fill in the blank and put your thoughts down. You will then see there are various activities. In this case, we've got an activity where you're going to do a turn and talk in our discussion, and you're going to share one interesting thing someone else said in our discussion about this quote. So you'll have some class activities, and here's a place for you to pay attention to what other people are saying and hold yourself accountable. You'll see all kinds of activities built into these step documents: readings, responses, places for you to summarize what the teacher is saying, places for you to summarize what other peers are saying. It's a place to keep you accountable, that you're showing me that you're engaged in our classroom discussion. And you'll see another piece of activities here, a tic-tac-toe get to know, where you're going to do some of these activities to let me know a little bit about you and how you feel about writing. There's flip grids built into here, questions you could respond to. Your goal for a step document is to answer each aspect of it as thoroughly and as significantly as you can in the time allotted. Each step document will have a different deadline. This will have a deadline I'll share with you on class and through Google Classroom. Some will take 1 or 2 days. Some may take 3 to 4 days, depending on the depth and the breadth of that various step document and how extensive it is for you. How is this going to impact you? Well, by the end of that step, whether it's 2 days or 3 days, when that document is due, you will turn it in via Google Classroom, and I'll be looking at it. And you will get an assessment on it. You'll get some feedback on it. And it's really going to be around your habit of success engagement. How well are you responding, demonstrating grit, putting forth some participation, and it will adjust every step. If you don't do well on the first step, you don't have to redo that step. You'll just go on to the next document and try to improve your engagement on that next document. So it's a work in progress. It's a series of steps. It's a journey for you to demonstrate for me that you're engaged in the class activities, both inside the room and outside the room. You're not just listening to what I'm saying. You're not just doing the readings, but you're also engaging in peer activities and putting those responses on the document to the best of your ability. Every time, every step will be a new document and a new chance for you to demonstrate your level of engagement and participation in a tangible, equitable, and easy way for me to judge how well you're progressing on this writer's journey.